So, hello and welcome. My name's Steve Nobel, and today I'm speaking with Melissa Astara Rose on Activate Your Sacred Feminine Power and Magdalene Priestess Codes. Now, Melissa, who I've met in Glastonbury, we've known each other for a few months now, is a Magdalene-Isis Stargate Priestess, high-frequency channeler and creator of Magdalene Rose Temple. Her channelings and transmissions support the embodiment of your Magdalene-Isis Priestess Gifts, your divine purpose and sacred feminine power in the world. And her website is magdalenerosetemple.com, and the link will be going out with this podcast. So hi, Melissa.
Hi, Steve. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's looking really lovely with all the background. You've got this kind of lovely background there. Beautiful.
Yes, definitely channeling the inner Magdalene, especially right now on this time on Earth. But we'll talk more about that.
Well, let me ask you first of all, how did you come to this work? Because I'm sure at school you didn't dream about becoming a Magdalene priestess. So how did you what did you start off as in the working world, and then how did you switch?
Oh, well, I went through a lot of jobs in the working world. I was in corporate. I worked for the music industry. I did a degree in media and television. So I had a very different background. When I came into my 20s, I had a healing awakening. I had to go on a journey to healing myself, to healing my body. So from the early age of 21, I started exploring different healing modalities. And as I went deeper and deeper on that journey, I went deeper and deeper into my body and therefore into my womb, into my root chakra, into my core wounding. And through this process of going through my core woundings and having to clear past lives, Mary Magdalene really supports this kind of work. So as I was facilitating this for myself and then eventually facilitating this for others, I was doing energetic body work where Mary Magdalene would come in for clients and she would work on their wombs, on their chakras, and I'd be channeling her through and telling them what she's doing. And she's almost like doing deep energetic clearing, surgery, body work to clear deep blockages and hooks and cords from past lives, from current lives. So she was coming through more and more in my one-on-one healing sessions that I was offering. And eventually I just had to completely shift my business to completely honor and dedicate it to her because I realized that her mission was also my mission.
Right. Now, you talk about the body going into the womb and root chakra. Traditionally, religion or most religious paths deny the body, but you're talking about the opposite. You're talking about embracing and going into the body. Can you say something about that?
Yes. So here's the thing, especially as women, we hold the cosmic womb within us, the cosmic creatrix. So we have a cosmic womb in the universe, and as women, we have the cosmic womb within us. We have the ability to birth, not just physical births, but also energetic birthing, spiritual birthing, birthing our gifts, birthing our light into the world. So we hold a lot of power. And so the religious institutions recognized that they wanted to suppress the feminine power. They were scared of it. And so through that process, that's exactly what they did through the oppression and the suppression and removing certain parts of text from the Bible, distorting or even removing Mary Magdalene's gospel and really degrading her as a simple prostitute or a whore or someone who committed sin. And they did that because they wanted to suppress her power because she was truly powerful. She held the creative force of the universe within her, as we can all do and as we all do. So we went through many hundreds and thousands of years of feminine oppression and suppression, simply because of this power that we can access. And so this is what the womb healing and yoni healing and womb clearing and yoni clearing really support with, is for us to reclaim our power, to reclaim our sovereignty, to reclaim our light as women, and to fully root into our feminine core and our feminine wisdom. And I believe at some point on the spiritual journey, all women go through this initiation. And Mary Magdalene is stepping forward greater than ever, holding this greater presence to support as many women and men as she can to shift into the feminine principle, the feminine force, because it's through that feminine force that we can activate our spiritual purpose and manifest our gifts and co-create the fifth dimensional reality. However, the churches and the religious institutions, they do not want us to do this. They want control. And in the fifth dimensional grid and consciousness, they cannot have control because they are not tapped into that grid. And that is a purely feminine grid, a pure feminine light. And so because of this, this is why they're trying to prevent anyone from making that shift into their own light and sovereignty.
Exactly. Well, I've been to the south of France, and I visited the place which is said to be her burial place. There's a church on top of it, but there's a lot of kind of that energy in the south of France, I've felt. And there's also rumors that she's been to England. I don't. Do you get any of that in your connection with her? Does she speak about that?
Absolutely. She spent a lot of time in France. From what I believe is after the crucifixion, they had to flee Israel. So they made their way to France and eventually to England as well. Yeshua traveled a lot around the world and they did a lot of their trainings in many different places all over the world. Yeshua spent a lot of time in India. He spent a lot of time with the Druids and with Merlin and Avalon. So he spent a lot of time in that lineage. And so did Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene. They all were in some ways trained in these lineages and learnt so much from them. And I've also been to France too, and her energy is truly everywhere. And I do believe that she was buried there. That's what I feel.
Yeah, I feel that too. I've been to the Camargue a few times. I really love the energy there. Camargue is very different to the rest of France, like a bit of Spain in France. It's very strange, but
Yes, absolutely.
how,
Yeah.
how do you experience her energy, and what does it mean to be on this path with her?
Mm. She supports to anchor our divinity into our bodies. She is the bridge between body and light, heaven and earth. Mary Magdalene, for me, holds the teachings of the red rose. The red rose is about pulling our light in, embodying our light, coming into our core, into our wombs, into our yonis, and reclaiming that light and power. It's about being fully present on earth. So she really calls us in. And here's the thing, as light workers and priestesses and sensitive beings, we struggle to be in our bodies at times because it can feel unsafe. We are very energetically sensitive. So whatever goes on around us, the distortion, the fear, the mass purifications, sometimes we can struggle to get rooted and come back to earth, come back into our bodies, come back into our core, simply because we may have a fight or flight mechanism or some kind of defense mechanism that pulls us out, because ultimately we are star seeds, we're connected to the light. And to us, sometimes it's not safe to be in our bodies when so much is going on around us. But Mary Magdalene is supporting us to, through this purification process for being on earth, to attain ascension, to fully attain the embodiment of light, which is what Yeshua did. He set that example for all of us. So she comes through to really support us to clear the woundings, especially past life and subconscious woundings and sexual woundings from within our lower chakras. It is these woundings that prevent us from fully being in our bodies and from fully being present on earth as well. So, I found that through my journey, when a lot was going on around the earth, it was triggering a lot of my own internal fears and wounds. And my internal fears and wounds were also coming from past lives, past life experiences. So everything we're experiencing on earth is simply a trigger or an invitation for us to go deeper within and to clear what it's mirroring within ourselves, these codes and these memories and genetic woundings that we are carrying, that we need to clear for humanity, that we need to clear for all the ancestral lineages on earth. So essentially, we're all at service. We're all in service to humanity's evolution through being here on earth at this great time of purification. And through this great time of purification, clearing our own karmic memories and wounds and past lives and experiences so that we can shift our bodies and beings into the light. The more we clear, especially through our lower chakras, the more density and congestion we clear, the more we can expand into our light. So the more powerful our womb becomes, our creative force of power becomes, and the more we can birth and manifest.
Sounds like whereas a lot of paths talk about ascension only, like increasing vibration, going up essentially, transcending. What you're saying is it's important to almost like descend to ascend. Is that right?
I love that. Absolutely. See, I love this balance of heaven and earth. I think it's great to, I'm such a traveler. I'm a huge starseed traveler. I fly up a lot. But what she supports us with is ultimately what at some point we have to do is to come down. So we may experience that at different points of our journey. Sometimes you may be experiencing more of the downward and then go upward, or sometimes it could be the other way around. Ultimately, yes, we are seeking that balance of heaven and earth. We're seeking that balance of also journeying within and, really rooting in learning how to be rooted into the earth. I'm, as I say, more present because it's through that we can really anchor into our hearts and upgrade the technology of our hearts and create the positive change that we need on this earth.
Man. So what does the lineage of the priestess mean? What is that about?
So to be initiated as a priestess, it really is a journey of devotion to the path of the feminine. So a priestess is one who is initiated into the feminine arts, the feminine transmission. And so there are many different kinds of priestesses. I mean, we have, for example, not just a Magdalene priestess, we can also term the Rose priestess, the fairy priestess, the elemental priestess, the Syrian priestess. There's so many different priestess initiations that we can have in so many different lineages on earth. Ultimately, it's the initiation into the feminine aspect. So, for example, the Magdalene priestess is initiated into Mary Magdalene's sacred feminine codes. And by that, what I mean is through receiving her presence and working with her, she holds this transmission of what I feel is the red rose. So we work with many different roses for many different priestess initiations. Each rose holds a different energy, a different gift, a different attribute. So the white rose for me is the crown chakra, and it's associated with Mother Mary. And that is all about connecting to the higher realms, the higher angelic light. Then we have the pink rose, which is the heart space, which I associate with Lady Nada. And the pink rose opens and activates our heart chakra, aligns us to our soul and our soul gifts, supports us to begin to birth our soul purpose. Then we have the red rose, which is taking us down into our womb space with Mary Magdalene, where we're actually being supported to clear through our deepest blocks and fears and truly birth our divinity on earth. So there can be a bit of a journey here with the white, the pink, the red. And so I work with them in that order. I work with the white, the reconnection, coming down into the heart, into the pink, going into the womb, anchoring and embodying into the red rose, into the earth.
Brilliant. Can you say something about your work? Obviously, your work is with the priestess, this work of Magdalene. What are you offering at the moment?
So I was given a mission many years ago. I felt that what I saw was there were people that were offering Magdalene teachings, and then there was other people offering more starseed, Stargate teachings. But what I didn't see is the two blended together. So it's my mission to bring these two lineages together. I blend the Magdalene lineages, the Magdalene womb work, the Magdalene red rose embodiment with the Stargate transmissions, with the starseed interdimensional realms. So through my transmissions, I blend both of them together for ultimate balance of heaven and earth, ultimate balance of receiving an impactful transmission. So it kind of goes quite far. I mean, I work with the blue rose crystalline energies. It just comes through as very unique and specific journeys and activations that I do. I've got the Rose Priestess journey, for example, where we actually go deep into the Rose Priestess and become initiated through Mary Magdalene's lineage. Work with sacred union as well. So important. Inner sacred union, balancing the inner feminine and masculine forces within. So yeah, a full range of things like this really that I offer.
Brilliant. Well, I know you're going to offer a Mary Magdalene channeled meditation now. So it's brilliant talking with you. I'm going to pass it over to you, Melissa.
And just taking a moment to close your eyes and take some deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And just taking a moment now to release all thoughts, feelings, and concerns and transmute them into the light. Allowing your mind to drop down into your heart space. And allowing your heart to drop down into your womb. And I just want to say that if you do not have a physical womb, you do have an energetic womb. So just connecting to that. and allowing your feet to root down into the crystal core of Mother Earth. As you see, sense or feel a large crystal beneath your feet, clear quartz crystal, and allowing your feet to root into that crystal now, anchoring you in to the 5th dimensional crystalline grid, reconnecting you to Source. Allowing your feet to absorb this crystalline light up your legs and into your body, filling up your entire body with crystalline light. Allowing yourself to be protected by this light. As you see, sense or feel a shield, a bubble of light forming around your body. When you root into this grid, you're fully held by Source, fully held by the light. Centered within your heart space, allowing all chakras to come into balance and alignment. Allowing yourself to breathe, come back into the presence of your body, the presence of your truth, the presence of your existence here on earth. And so Mary Magdalene steps forward, and she's inviting you just to take this moment to acknowledge your body and being, fully coming into your body now. Taking some breaths, allowing your heart to expand with the breath. She wants you to know that you are safe. And Mary Magdalene now offers red rose petals as she sprinkles them over your crown chakra, over your entire body, sprinkling you, blessing you with the red rose. And she places a red rose outlined with gold on your crown chakra. She wants you to recognize your Magdalene crown, that you are a Magdalene priestess or a Magdalene priest. The order of Magdalenes, the order of Melchizedek, the order of the Holy Grail, the order of the Sacred Feminine. These lineages are all connected, they are all one. She initiates you into this lineage. And she would like to open and activate your throat chakra. So she places a red diamond into your throat chakra, clearing and cleansing this center now, opening and activating your sacred voice, the power, the true power of your creative expression, to live with truth, courage, and fearlessness. Allowing this red diamond light to expand throughout your entire throat chakra area. Connecting your throat to your heart, allowing you to speak from your heart each and every day. She now places a red rose outlined in gold within your heart chakra now, opening, activating, blossoming your heart space, reawakening your Magdalene heart. opening your heart to new possibilities, new frequencies of light, new pathways, awakening and activating your sacred feminine gifts, your passion, your purpose for this world. As this red rose with gold expands within your heart space, nourishing every aspect of your heart, strengthening your heart's electromagnetic field. It is now time for you to radiate your light, to radiate your truth, to radiate your feminine wisdom. As she now places a red diamond within your sacral chakra and into your womb, or energetic womb, allowing this red diamond light to expand throughout your sacral womb space, clearing and cleansing this area, reawakening your sacred feminine core, your sacred feminine power, reactivating your womb's creative force, or your sacral chakra's creative force, initiating your sacral, your womb, into the order of Magdalene. Reminding yourself of what it feels like to be present within your womb sacral space. And she now steps forward and she places a red rose outlined in gold within your root chakra at the base of your spine. Or for the ladies, in between your legs. And just allowing your root chakra to receive this pure red rose gold light, clearing this center, realigning you to your feminine force, to your truth on a deep core level. Fully present in your body and on the earth, living your mission. Realigning to your sacred mission. Breathing. And just taking a moment to notice how vital and nourishing it can be to be fully aligned and present in the root chakra, creating more centeredness, more focus, more alignment, more clarity. And now Mary Magdalene places a large red rose outlined in gold around your entire body, so that your entire body is submerged in the red rose and gold light, allowing your entire body to receive this transmission, to receive the sacred red rose Magdalene codes into your body, allowing that red rose light to nourish every cell in your being. And to seal the energy, she places a gold ankh in your heart space and a large gold ankh over your body, sealing the codes, sealing the frequencies within you, initiating you into the feminine arts, the sacred feminine path and lineages of the priestess and the high priestess. As we thank Mary Magdalene now for her presence, her transmission today. And taking this moment to set an intention as to when you would like to work with her again. Or let her know what kind of support you need in your life right now. And allow yourself to invite her in to support you with your path, with your journey on earth. As we humbly thank Mary Magdalene, and we journey back now into our present location, into our bodies, fully coming back as we ground into the earth, centering within our hearts, and gently coming back now into consciousness and opening your eyes when you're ready.